I had to kick out my best friend slash bridesmaid out of my bridal party, out of my life permanently, all over $15. I'm gonna try to make this as quick as I can. I had my bachelorette in Cabo the first weekend of September. There's 10 girls. It was no pressure whatsoever. I originally only wanted to go with my sisters because I have 5 sisters, but I gave everyone the opportunity to go. So it ended up being 10 girls. There was 2 girls from Texas. That's where I live right now, but my whole family's from San Diego. So the rest of the girls and my sisters all live in San Diego. So these 2 girls that I met in Texas, we'll call them like A and K. So we all went. The first night we went to a nightclub. It was so much fun. You had to get bottle service in order to get into the booth. So I wanted to buy a bottle, so we did that. My sister ended up ordering another bottle. Someone ordered like beers, no big deal. We get the tab the next day, or my sister texts us or whatever in a chat, and she's like, hey, the tab was $800, so everyone needs to Venmo me $80 at your earliest convenience, My friends were like bothered by that. My friends A and K, because they were bothered that it was $80 a person because they said they didn't drink a lot. One of them, A, said she only had 4 drinks from the bottle that night, whatever. Just like whatever. And I was like, you know what, like, I'll pay for y'all's portion since I wanted to buy a bottle anyways. People had just already started Venmoing my sister. So it was like me paying for the bottle and her paying for the other bottle. Like we just like didn't want to deal with all of that. We just figured everyone paid. We'll just pay for like more things during that weekend or whatever. So then A and K, A ended up emailing the nightclub for the itemized receipt because she was like so bothered by this $80. So then she got the itemized receipt back and whatever. They were just like obsessing over that all week. But I ended up telling them, because I was trying to nip this in the bud. Like I knew, like, no, we're not doing drama this weekend. Like you're not going to start the weekend off like this. Like I immediately was like, you guys need to be on your own separate tabs moving forward. I was like, I don't want you to be lumped in with what me and my sisters and my other friends are like buying. And then I said, I can pay for y'all's portions. Like I told them I'll pay for those portions since I wanted to buy a bottle anyways. But they insisted that they didn't want that to be the solution. So it was like weird. They were like coming up with this problem but didn't want to take a solution. So then whatever, like we stopped talking about it. And then on night 2, we're getting ready to go to the dinner and then the club. And so then I see them whispering to each other in the mirror as I'm curling my hair. And so I was like, oh, like, hey, I heard A say, we'll just see how we feel after dinner. So I already knew where this was going. So I literally said, oh, are you girls like not coming out to the club after this? So then A was like, well, I have a migraine, so we'll just see how we feel after. So I was like, okay, whatever. So then we go to dinner. A is drinking cocktails, which is interesting because if you have a migraine, I just thought that like it was really serious, but whatever. So then of course after dinner, they're like, yeah, we're gonna go home. So they go to the Airbnb. The rest of the girls go out. Literally night 2 was so much fun. Like it was the best night ever. Probably because there's no negative energy, but whatever. I didn't sleep. I slept in a different person's room that night in the Airbnb because I just didn't like the weird energy I was getting from those 2 girls. So then the morning of the 3rd morning or whatever, I get a text from A and she's like, hey, can you come to our room so we can have a talk? So I'm literally like shocked. Like I'm like getting sent to the principal's office on my bachelorette. Like I'm literally like, what is going on? I have no idea what to expect. They sit me down. And they literally tell me I'm the problem, like I'm making them feel cheap, like because I offered to pay for them. And they said that they feel uncomfortable around my sisters and my friends because they feel like I'm making them to be like cheap people because they don't want to pay for the bottle service because they hardly drank, like all this crazy stuff. Like literally I thought I was in the Twilight Zone. I was literally just sitting there like, okay. So then A and K said that the night before they actually looked up flights to go home because they are so like bothered by this. So I literally like chimed in and I was like, I think y'all should leave. Like you're making me feel uncomfortable now. Like this is my bachelorette and you're making it about you. Like I literally said, I think y'all should leave. If like, I'm not gonna beg anyone to stay and celebrate me. Like it seems like y'all have made up your mind. So then they decide, oh, A said, I'm 50-50. She's like, I already paid for this trip. So she's like, I kind of want to stay and use the amenities at the Airbnb while y'all continue with your itinerary. In my head, I'm like, no, that's not how this works. But like, and like that's just weird. Like you're gonna be a fly on the wall at my bachelorette. Like it's so goofy. So I was like, whatever. So then they're like, we need to go to breakfast to discuss. Like literally y'all sat me down at my bachelorette and like, I don't know, I'm just so uncomfortable. Like I don't even know what my punishment is now. They have to go to breakfast and talk about it. So then they come back like the freaking twins from The Shining and they're literally like happy as can be. They're like, we decided to forget about it. And in my head, I'm like, why couldn't y'all have thought about this 24 hours ago instead of sitting the bride down at her own bachelorette and making this a big deal? But I was like, whatever. So we squash it and we have a great time. And then the end of the trip happens and A says, we actually, now that I have the itemized receipt from the nightclub, since she emailed them and ran all the numbers and stuff, she was like, we were shaking our ass on the boots and we decided that we do want to pitch in for at least one of the bottles from the nightclub. So I'm like, okay, cool. So she's like, we did the math and it's $65 a person. So in my head, I'm like, girl, like you started all this drama. You guys sat me down, you berated me, you threatened to leave my bachelorette party all over $15. Like, I can't even buy a cheeseburger for $15. Like, this is insanity. So then we get off the flight. A scurries off to the bathroom. She's like, I'll catch y'all later. I don't hear from her for 3 weeks. Like, nothing. We used to talk every single day. She completely ghosted me. She only texted me to reach out and ask if I changed my Amazon password because she's on my account. So I sent her a message and I just said, this isn't for me. You're not a girl's girl. You can't celebrate my wins. Like, your behavior, like threatening to leave the Bachelorette. I was like, this is just too much for me. Like, you're supposed to celebrate the most exciting time of my life, like, not be the worst person I've ever met during that time. So I literally just said, like, I'm done. Thank you. Whatever. Goodbye. I thought nothing of it. I blocked her immediately after that, so I don't know. So then everyone actually, friends, family, were messaging me a link to Reddit. So A had made an entire Reddit post about me, which I screenshotted it all. I even screenshotted the comments, and literally just making me and my sister seem like pieces of shit. And then there were 6,000 comments. And because her whole thing was, am I the asshole here? And there was 6,000 comments of everyone being like, yes, you are the asshole. Like, you ruined your friendship over $15. Like, you are the asshole. So I'm just making this post to be like, getting my story out because clearly she's fine dragging my name. She already deleted the Reddit. I do have screenshots of it if anyone wants to know, like, the Reddit. And the comments are hilarious. But yeah, this is your sign that if you have any reservations about any friends, do not include them in these special moments that you can't get back again.
Story time on how I got chlamydia, got banned from my college, and got in a fight on the same night. Okay, so y'all, I was like 18 then, so I really didn't know no better. I'm on Tinder, I'm on BOK, I'm doing the thing, and I found this dude on there, and he was like super cute and shit. Like, he gave like Bryson Tiller vibes. He was a college boy. So we start FaceTiming, and I'm like, okay, he looks like what he looked like. He, he the same dude. And we're FaceTiming for like 3 weeks. We're in talking stage. One night, my little homegirl's over, and we decide, okay, let's take a trip to the college. Boom. It's like that. So I texted him. I'm like, hey, let's pull up on you. This college was like an hour and a half away from where I'm at. So we drove an hour and a half. Not for no nigga, because that's just what we used to do. We should just drive out the blue. I had a car. I mean, we was going to see a nigga. So we drove down there, and we're like, boom, we here. We ain't never been to a college before at this time. So I'm like excited. I'm thinking we finna go to the parties too while we here. Boom. I tell dude, oh, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking around. He like, oh, I'm out here in the parking lot looking for somebody who said they was 5'10". I look around. I look down. This nigga was like 4'11". Why the fuck is you playing with me? And he really did not even look like how he looked for real in person. But she here. I'm here on a mission. I'm doing what I was supposed to do. I ain't drive here for nothing. So I go into the dorm. We get there. Luckily, his roommate is there too. So it's like, cool. Like, we having a little 2-man. Okay. We drinking. I'm like, okay, vibe is good. I'm still not really feeling him, but I came here on a mission. Shouldn't have. But I came here on a mission, so I'm like, we gonna do what we do. So his roommate and my homegirl, they leave, and they chilling out there in the room. In, like, the lobby living room area. We ain't hunching nothing, but he ate the box. While he doing what he doing, I hear a knock on the door banging. I'm like, what the fuck going on? He get a text to his phone. He like, oh, that's my roommate. I don't know why you knocking on the door. I'm like, okay, bet. I hear more begging. I'm like, all right, what the fuck going on? So then this linebacker, big, wide-ass nigga come in the motherfucking room, blocking the motherfucking door. I'm like, oh, nah, bitch, this not what you think it is. What the fuck going on in this hole? So I get the fuck up. I'm like, what the fuck going on? I ain't no victim. What y'all, the fuck? So I proceed to push his ass hard as fuck from the door because I'm confused. Why, as soon as I walk out, I see 3 bitches yelling immediately. I'm like, hold on. This bitch gonna say, is you fucking that nigga? Are you fucking him? I'm like, shit. I hope not, because bitch, he got chlamydia and he my boyfriend. Bro. I look dead at this nigga. And I attacked him. No bullshit. Why does nigga act like he had a seizure and was passed out on the bed for like 15 minutes? Baby, I didn't hit you that fucking hard now. This nigga laying here like this. Bitch doing that ain't gonna get... So I'm screaming in his face like, nigga, stop playing with me. You're not passed out. You're not passed out. Stop playing. His homeboy grabbed me on my shirt. Like, man, stop yelling at man's face. You don't know if he had a condition or what. I'm like, who the fuck are you? So me and this nigga arguing at this point. So I'm packing my shit because I'm finna go. I'm not finna do this. While I'm walking out the college, this man starts following me. I'm like, okay, at this point, I'm realizing the nigga is drunk. I'm like, okay, it's a whole bunch of people. I start yelling at this man back. I don't know. And I'm not hard. I'm not none of that. So I don't know why I'm arguing with this man. Then the dude I was messing with, his roommate comes out the room. Man, this nigga tripping. He punching on the wall. He punching on the wall. This nigga was tweaking so hard that he got caught and I left. He literally broke his hand punching on the wall. I'm thinking because all this drama going on, this nigga I'm arguing with ain't worried about me no more. This nigga was even more mad. He like, bitch, this your fault. Bitch, this your fault. Nigga was so mad, you would have thought they was fucking. Next thing I hear is, bitch, don't worry about it. I'm finna get a hoe to whoop you. I'm like, oh, shit. Chill. I'm trying to act like I'm not scared and shit, so I'm, man, get that hoe. Get that hoe. I'm looking at my homegirl like, bitch, get me out of this. I swear this man pointed at the biggest 6-foot stud I have ever seen in my motherfucking life. I'm like, bro. I'm looking at my homegirl like, man, I gotta get out of this. This bitch gonna say, man, Che, do you want to fight? I'm like, bro, come on, bro. I can't act scary in front of everybody. I'm like, man, what's up? I'm like, shit, I'll fight. Bitch, I'm scared as fuck. So we were at the fight. This hoe stuck me good as fuck. Fuck. But fortunately for me, this bitch ended up getting whooped. I don't know how that happened. The girl fell or something. I don't know what the fuck happened. And next thing you know, I'm beating her ass. And I can't fight, so I don't even know what the fuck was going on. After the fight was done, the police literally showed up. And just like niggas, everybody was gone. The only person there was me, the stud, and my homegirl. The police questioned us. The only thing they asked us was, what's our names? Me and my homegirl told the truth. The only person who didn't tell the truth was the stud, so she went to jail. The police told me I was banned for 2 years and I could not come back. After the police leave, I realized all my shit is gone. My clothes, my bag, my car keys, everything. I'm literally crying at this point. The police are already gone, so I don't know what the fuck to do. And I don't want to call the police because somebody going to beat my ass for snitching. After like 20 minutes, 2 people come up. There's one other stud and this nigga. He comes up and he's like, I found your shit. But shit, this your debit card is the Navy Federal? Let's work. Bitch, you stole my shit. I'm irritated at this point. I swole as fuck. My UGG slide is broken. And I still have to drive 2 hours home. So, of course, I'm like, yeah, we can work. No idea what college this is, but everybody was scary at this bitch. College full of hooligans and criminals. Baby, if you live in Texas or near Dallas, I'm pretty sure you know exactly what college this was at. I decided, okay, I'm going to just give them my Instagram and never talk to them ever again. I just want to get home safely. One of my eyes is swollen, so, of course, my friend has to drive home. I'm telling her, okay, let's just go home. She ends up saying, no, we're just going to meet with this one dude. I'm like, what nigga do you know out here? When we pull up to the house, the nigga that we pulled up on, he was so shady and weird, and I was already irritated because I wanted to go home in the first place. By the time we left, it was so late that this bitch was tired, so I had to drive home anyway. Once I finally get home, I finally go to sleep. When I woke up in the morning, everybody was sending me DMs. My friend actually went to that college, and she literally showed me the video of the fight. In the fight, I recognized somebody. The dude that we went to go see last night was actually brothers with the dude I was arguing with. I start to put 2 and 2 together because she said that she knew this nigga for years. So she had to know that this was dude's brother. Then I realized that's why she really egged on the fight. I went into the room and tried to confront her about it, but she completely denied it and immediately ran about that house because she knew I was going to dig in that ass. I realized that the girl really set me up. Then on top of that, and I really wasn't surprised, she low-key did weird shit all the time. So me not being cool with her no more was fine. After the whole argument, I go to my room and I see that I have 20 messages from the nigga that I literally just left. This nigga was literally apologizing over and over again, telling me that he loves me. It was saying over and over again, I broke my hand for you. At this point, I realized I have a stalker. It took this nigga literally 4 years to finally leave me alone. He started sabotaging my relationships. He would somehow find any dude I was messing with Instagram. He would stalk my pages, make other Instagrams. He literally was terrorizing me.
Story time on how these 2 schizophrenic patients almost blew up the entire mental hospital. And the one almost killed me in my sleep. So this story takes place at the lighthouse. Fuck that place. So at the lighthouse, the boys and girls are separated. So on the boys' side, there was a schizophrenic patient. And then on the girls' side, there was also a schizophrenic patient. And I don't have nothing against people that see shit, okay? But for some reason, they always have something against me. I don't know. So these 2 incidents take place like a couple days apart. So we're going to start with the first one. So the first one happened in the cafeteria. So this schizophrenic boy, he was obsessed with the devil. Both of them were, actually, in their own different ways. And it was weird in 2 different ways. You understand? So in the cafeteria, the boys and the girls, they would be together, but obviously at different, tables and everything. And in the cafeteria, there was like a drink, thing where you could fill up your drinks, and then water and silverware, and then, all the condiments and everything. And behind there were the gas lines, okay? Now, somehow this boy got a hold of a lighter, or snuck one in, not sure how, but he was concealing it the whole time. And probably 15 minutes prior to this, he is saying all type of satanic, like, ritual sounding phrases. Like, he is straight up worshiping the devil over at this table. And he's being loud enough to where everybody can hear him, So it was kind of getting concerning for everybody. And we kept telling the staff, like, please get him out of here. Like, he is gonna go psychotic. Like, he's gonna go fucking off the rails on one of us. As soon as we get to saying that, he done cracked open one of them pepper condiment things, dumped it on the table, and snorted it. I don't know if that just gave him the power boost he needed, but man, he had shit to do after that, let me tell you. You would have swore that pepper was like fucking cocaine, man. That shit, something snapped in his mind. He was like, fuck it, I want to go rip these gas lines out of the wall and then light this lighter. He gets to standing up. He walked over to the gas lines. He pulled this lighter out of his pocket. Thank God somebody, like one of the staff members was watching him. As soon as he pulled this lighter out of his pocket and grabbed the gas line, everybody just come tackling him down. And now we're all in shock because we're like, damn, he could have just blown up this whole thing. Like, we would have all just been dead, This other girl, she see what he doing. She's trying to go over and help him. So this schizophrenic girl, she gets up, walks over, and starts beating on all of the, what are they called? The staff members, I guess. We're going to call them that, staff members. So now it's like 3 staff members against 2 schizophrenic patients. So, of course, they radio for backup, and everybody come rushing in. They get the situation, under control. A few days later, I'm talking about the situation with a few of the girls. And the schizophrenic girl, she got put in the rubber room, So she wasn't really in the unit. Now, they decided to bring her back to start socializing with everybody, in the unit again. And as she walk in, she hears me talking about it. And immediately, she's got a grudge against me. She don't like me. I'm talking about she's walking behind me and she's cursing me out. She's saying that God needs to save me because the devil is on me and I'm the devil himself. Like, I'm bamboozled. Like, I'm like, damn, okay. I get to asking her, like, what her issue is with me. Like, are you good? Like, what's wrong? She gonna tell me the only way for me to be free is for her to kill me. What? That shit had me speechless. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna put nothing against a schizophrenic person, okay? So what do? I shut the fuck up, bitch. Yeah. So it gets to about like 7:30 and we're getting ready for bed and everything. And they get to deciding that they want to change her room. And they want to put her in my room because it is closest to the front desk so somebody can sit outside of her room all night. I'm like, damn. Like, my luck. So I'm like, look, if you could put her in my room, don't put her bed next to mine. Like, I'm not sleeping next to this bitch. To be honest, I don't even want to sleep in this room. And I was giving them shit about even putting me in this room with her. But, they were like, let's just see how the night goes. We'll see how it is. And, if there's an issue, we'll move the room. And I'm already telling them that she thinks I'm the devil himself. Like, she doesn't know whether to worship me or fucking send me off to hell. So I'm like, whatever. Like, I feel comfortable that, one of the staff was sitting outside. She was one of the bigger ladies. So I'm like, nothing gonna happen to me. I'm good. So I get to rolling over. I'm facing the wall. My bed's against the wall. So I'm, looking at the wall. I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm sitting there, my eyes are closed, and I feel this, like, gust of wind, just like this, right? I turn my head, I look up, tell me why this bitch got my fucking sandals. She's trying to beat the shit out of me with my fucking shoes. My own shoes. Thank God that staff member was sitting right by the door. Like, the door was right here, and my bed was right here. So she was able to, like, come and grab her hand as she was coming down. So all I felt was the gust of wind, And let me tell you, if that shit would have connected, shit. So at this point, my heart's racing. I'm like, damn, now she genuinely mean it. She want to kill me. They finally get, the shoes out of her hand, and she's sitting there yelling that she doesn't want me in her room, and that, they need to get me out, and this, that, and the third. So they ended up taking her back to the rubber room. Tell me why this bitch took my slides. She took my fucking slides. The next morning, I wake up pissed as fuck because I didn't have my slides. I mean, I got new ones, but that wasn't the point in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And that morning, all of the doctors were coming in. So, like, they were, like, doing discharge on people. Like, if you were ready to be discharged, like, they would do your paperwork and shit. And I had one of the worst doctors. So I was in there arguing with this bitch, and she kept telling me my emotions were getting the best of me when I literally almost died twice in the past 72 hours. Doctors start telling me shit I don't want to hear. How I need to be more medicated and that, it doesn't really matter what other patients are doing, that I can't control my own emotions. And I'm like, bitch, how are you gonna blame it on my emotions when I literally almost died? So me and her start arguing. Like, I'm talking about arguing. She calling in staff members. I start throwing shit. Bitch, I'm picking up my chair, throwing it at that bitch. I'm picking up her desk, flipping that bitch. She get the guards coming in. She gonna talk about booty juicer. Bitch, They booty juiced me. But let me tell you that shit, I get booty juiced again. That shit was, not the part where I got booty juiced. That shit hurt. But the medicine, yeah. I ended up having to stay like another week, I think, because of that whole situation. They were even talking about sending me off to like long-term placement and shit. But somehow I got out of that. Don't know how, but thank you, Lord. And they kept her in the rubber room the rest of the time that I was there, at least. So I didn't have to see her again. And I don't know what happened to the dude, the other one, but hopefully he's good. Hopefully they're both thriving.
Story time on how my mum tried to get me arrested for eating a roast dinner. Eating a roast dinner. Before anyone tries to say that I'm making this up, I have pictures of the police around my house for this very incident. I cannot make this shit up. It's fucking hilarious. So it's my weekend to go to my dad's. I go to my dad's, he calls me down for tea. It's a roast dinner. I don't like roast dinners. Okay, I know it's like a British thing to like them, but I just don't. I'm a really picky eater. But I decide to eat it because him and my stepmom have just had a baby and I don't want to cause him any stress. So I eat the roast dinner. He takes me back to my mum's and I walk through the door. My mum's like, hi, have you eaten? Do I need to cook for you? I'm like, no, I've eaten a roast dinner. Tell me why this woman looks at me like I've just committed murder. She just stood there like, I'm walking off to my room and I can hear her going, are you fucking joking? Are you fucking joking me? And I'm like, what? She was like, you ate a roast dinner? And I was like, yeah. She starts trying to make a big argument out of it and me and my older sister are just laughing at this point. Why are you beefing me over a roast dinner? And she's saying to me, you can never eat it for me, but you'll eat it for them. And I was like, well, they've just had a baby. Like, I don't want to cause them any stress. She was like, oh, so you don't care about your siblings here? You don't care about me? And I was like, I do care about you and I do care about my siblings. I literally just ate a roast dinner. Woman, what do you want from me? For me to bring it back up? What do you want? Because I'm not taking this seriously, she decides to go and call the police and tell them that I'm being violent and I need to be removed because I'm putting her other children at risk and they need to come and arrest me. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? Me and my sister are still fucking pissing our pants at this point. No way has she got the police involved over me eating a roast dinner. I promise I can't make this up. So because I'm still laughing, because it's hilarious, she finds the worst trigger for me and she knows that that trigger is taking my phone off me. Because she used to smash it up, I was kicked out of school all the time and I had no contact with anyone and I just felt trapped in a toxic household that's abusive. So taking my phone off me was an extreme trigger to my anger and she knew that. She knows that very well. But her tactic was when she calls the police, she tries to get her kids as angry as possible because she knows that her kids can't calm down very quickly. So by the time the police get here, she looks like she's telling the truth. And let me tell you, it nearly fucking worked. So the police get here and I'm obviously losing my shit. I've already put my foot through a door, which yes was a mistake, but again I was a child and it's a council estate door. I paid her back for it and she never bought the door, so clearly it wasn't that important. Anyway, the police officers have seen that I've trashed my room because I'm actually going crazy. How is this happening over me eating a roast dinner? Get a fucking grip. And even the police are trying not to laugh. They're smirking on their face. It's fucking funny. Me and my sister actually ended up having a joke with the police officer because one of them knew my mum and they knew that my mum was a severe alcoholic who liked to call the police to try and get kids in trouble when really it's her that's the problem. So this one just took the cake for them. They were pissing themselves. It was actually really funny. But I could hear her telling the other officer that I'm being extremely violent and they need to arrest me. That sent me over the edge. I tried to go up to her and be like, what's going on? Why the fuck are you doing this? All I did was eat a roast dinner. And this police officer's pushing me. They're going, no, you can't do that. So my sister asked, well, can I go and talk to her because I'm not the problem? They were like, no, we must talk to your mum on your own. You'll get your chance. So we finally got our chance and they decided they weren't going to arrest me, but they were going to take me out of my house. They were going to go and send me and my sister to sleep at our nan's house, which, yeah, it's shitty that I've got to leave my own home because of it. But then again, that is my abusive household, so... When we got to my nan's, we spoke to the police by ourselves, and I actually have a picture of them looking at each other and laughing because they actually heard the full story. It was so funny. They decided to put it on record, do whatever they needed with it in case something else came up, which it did, but that's a story for another day, right? Anyway, that is the story on how I nearly got arrested for eating a roast dinner. My own mum tried to get me arrested for eating a roast dinner.
Me in low place in life, be turned to not good man. Me really like man not really like me. Me really want be with man not really want be with me. Me try, me and man talk long time. Me want be with man long time. Me try convince man be with me. Girl. Anyways, me and man have big fight one day. Me say fuck it. Me start talk to ex again. Me go back to X. Me not care. Me go back to X. Me regret me go back to X. Me start text X again. A few days later, after big fight, man text me. Man say him miss me. Man say him want take me on date. Me think, yes, man take me on date. Yes, me so excited. Me still like man, lot. Me still like man, lot. Me crazy. Me say yes, me excited for a date. Me pick man up, man is in good mood. Man not in good mood a lot. Man in bad mood a lot. Man in good mood. Me so excited. Me can't wait. Me know me and man have good date. Me start drive to date. Me feel phone vibrate. Me think me flip phone over fast enough. Me not flip phone over fast. Car is quiet. Then man say, why you text you X? Me say, what? Man say, why you text you X? Me so surprised. Me not know how man seen phone so fast. Me so shocked. Me so nervous. Me giggle. Me regret giggle. Man not like that. Man not like that. Man snatch phone. Man say, open you phone. Me say, me no open me phone. Man say, open you phone. Me not no password. Me not open phone. Man not like that. Man roll down window. Man say, open you phone. Me say, me no open me phone. Man throw phone out window. Man throw phone out window. Me think, oh no, me phone. Me go back for me phone. Me pull over. Man get out car fast. Man grab phone first. Man say phone still work. Me think, oh yes, phone still work. Then me think, oh no, phone still work. Man say, open you phone. Me say, no, me not open phone. Man slam phone on ground. Man stop on phone. Man jump on phone. Man make sure phone no work, no more. Me realize man outside car, me inside car. Me put car in drive, me drive away. Me drive down road, he get more mad, more mad. Man think he can break my shit? So mad, he think me hit man with car. Me turn around, me line up man with car. Me push on gas. Man pull out gun, oh, man pull out gun. Man point gun at me, me slam on brakes. Me slam on brakes. Man fight him way into car. Man say, take me home. Me say, no, you broke phone. Me no take you home. Man say, take me home. Me say, no. Me no take you home. Man not like that. Me and man fight. Me take man home. Me have no phone for week. Man offer to pay for phone. Me accept offer. Me and man get back together.
My wife is paranoid that I'm trans. For some background, I, 34 male, my wife, 35 female, have been together for almost 16 years now. We're closer than any other couple I know, and have been for the majority of our relationship. She's my favorite person in the world. She's incredibly attractive to me, and I let her know this on a regular basis through words and actions. We've had a child together and love being parents. We're both nerdy and share a lot of nerdy hobbies. Being together and close this long, though, meant that we shared a lot of our sexual interests. I've learned a lot about her, and she learned a lot about me that way. It brought us much closer together. I say that because around a decade ago, I proposed cross-dressing. My wife and I are similar builds, so I wore some of her lingerie while we were intimate a total of 3 times over the course of 3 months. It didn't really hit the spot like other things did, so we just never did it again. That was not an issue for a decade. My wife's sister, 34 female, came out a few years ago as male to female trans. That wasn't an issue. The entire family and friend group were supportive. She was an incredibly close part of our life and friend group, and no one made her being trans an issue. She eventually found a group of people online that she wanted to meet up with and date. She moved across the country rather abruptly, dropping communication with basically everyone in the area for a while. She and my wife had recently had a big fight before their sister left, unrelated to being trans. That transition was really hard on them both because of how they left it. It took them months to get past it, but we chat online as a group now. Things are on the mend, as it were. Recently, while watching our kid, it was cold in our house, and I reached for whatever was nearby to put on. It was some fleece-style robe jacket thing. My mother-in-law apparently left it for my wife, so I didn't recognize it as hers. Wasn't really my thing, but it was warm and did the job well. That night, my wife asked if I was trans, and said she didn't think she could handle it if someone else close to her came out again. I told her the truth. I'm absolutely not trans. I'm a dude and love everything that comes with it. I'm not the most masculine dude in the world, but I have never felt disconnected from being male. She seemed to accept that, but then told me that I had to tell her if I was trans. She's asked me the same question a few times since.
It's getting very old to the point that it's pissing me off. I get it. I'm not the most masculine in the world. I'm not a sports guy, a gym rat, or a misogynist. But there's more to being a guy than that, and I can't seem to get that through to her. As I'm sure many trans people can relate, it's fucking exhausting having someone frequently question your gender for you, especially someone you care about. So, what should I do and how should I go about this?